Greetings, good people. Thanks for clicking on the video. Previously on LaTOCHA.
That my sister will talk to me. How does everybody know? How is it just coming out? How is it because the cameras are out? I'm just finding out something like this that she says happened years and years and years and years ago when she was pregnant with my 10-year-old niece. So now when the television comes on, this is something. How would you feel if somebody all of a sudden just brought something up that you knew nothing about, and now you got the world asking questions? I don't know nothing about no money, no $30,000. I don't know nothing about that. So instead, talk to me. I'm your sister at the end of the day.
So out of all this,
And then there was this.
Sister, we gonna get it together. You know, I'm reaching out. I don't have the answers. I found out about a $30,000 allegation when I watched TV with y'all. Did I take my sister's money? I did not. We were going through so much 10, 11 years ago together as a family. It was one of the things that, I can't lie, we were both at our lowest. We didn't have money. We all lived with my mother. And that's something that, y'all will see on the show where we say that I didn't have anywhere to live. We didn't. And we pulled through. So when you talk about 30,000 that I don't know anything about, all I said is, can we get clarity about it? Because during that time, we both were helping one another. I just need clarity. What are you seeing? What are you saying? Because I have my receipts and you have yours. But we need to sit down as sisters and not go through this for me and my sister.
And then fast forward to last night's episode of SWV Xscape, the Queens of R&B. Tamika had to pull out receipts yet again on her sister's ass. Okay, greetings everybody. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Man, this episode that aired last night of the Queens of R&B was very intense, and I just threw my hands up. LaTOCHA is a disgrace and she needs some serious help. All right. So I'm not going to dive into the entire episode. I'm just going to get to the end. Right. So the ladies called a business meeting, so to speak, and they wanted to pretty much confront LaTOCHA on some things that they actually had proof of and presented her with. Exhibit A, the blue folder. Okay, Tamika pulled out the folder, and here is the issue. The ladies found out that there was a promoter that they all had been working with occasionally. All right, this promoter was basically skimming off the top, meaning he was getting a certain percentage for booking shows for the ladies. All right, he was giving Rocky a certain percentage for getting the ladies to come together and perform at whatever venue that this promoter was associated with. So basically, Rocky has been taking an extra side cut, an extra fee for all of the ladies coming together and performing, right? And it appears that LaTOCHA was privy to this information. So when they brought this information to her, the first thing that she said was, Rocky wasn't taking no cut. Rocky wasn't getting a cut. And Tamika pulled out the blue folder out of her bag. And she said, hold on, everyone is going to get a copy. I love an organized queen. Okay, so everyone got copies of text message exchanges and whatever other documents that that were there, but the text messages were between Rocky and the promoter, and it pretty much indicated that LaTOCHA was made aware. So LaTOCHA's job was to get the ladies together, do a kumbaya, we got to stick together, so that Rocky can get a cut of whatever the group's fee was. Now, of course, the ladies are pissed, and they made it very clear that any money that they get as a group should be put on the table. There shouldn't be anybody collecting any hidden fees. That's not how you do business. All right. So after Tamika handed out all of the paperwork, Tamika handed out the paperwork and she said, what is this? LaTOCHA was acting like she was confused. She was not confused. She knew exactly what it was. And Candy had to explain to her, that's how iPhone text messages look. Tamika said, that's Rocky's number. That's the communication between him and the promoter. Of course, LaTOCHA is going to deny. And see, this is just making her look even worse, because Candy basically said, look, The gig is up. You caught red-handed. Like, you and Rocky are one. So what do you mean you didn't know anything about it or whatever? You and Rocky are one. And it's funny because I said that in previous commentary. This is your husband. Don't act like you didn't know what was up. And now you know how Candy is. Candy is a businesswoman and she does not appreciate being swindled. And you guys are supposed to be a group. So why are you trying to cheat your group? Like, what the heck are you doing? Here are the text messages, y'all. Many of y'all probably didn't pause the TV or take a screenshot to figure out exactly what the text messages says, but I did because I'm nosy, right? So the one on the left says, I'm with you. That's why I'm showing her that you got me, because she is the one who is going to make all them listen. She heard you sent their money today, so she was happy about that. And I said, he sent me money too. And to tell all the girls in rehearsal today, they have to stick together for a while. Now, what I would like to know is, how long ago were these text messages? Is this the text do these text messages go back to Xscape still kicking it when they had their previous little mini reality show? Remember that? I wonder. There's no date on these. Now, this is supposed to be Rocky texting the promoter. So the text messages continue. We working on her right now. I have ultimate bait for her. You have to say yes and it will probably work. We still good on our deal also for those 5 shows. I explained to my wife that you were my guy, like Jeff Mona guy, and they didn't keep their word with me. So no matter what, we going with you or she is not doing anything. So can you shoot me 20? Tamika clarified that that was 20K. So I can show her, I just showed her you already sent me 10K. So she gets it now. So if this is Rocky messaging the promoter and saying my wife XYZ, aren't you his wife, LaTOCHA? Or does he have another wife, since y'all have an open relationship according to you? All right. The text continue. I got you, my guy. Trust me. I want to make money for us all. And I'm assuming the promoter person is the one in the purple. We will discuss. The deal is for 4 ladies. I will look out for you, but I need all 4 ladies. After that text message thread is read, Tamika clarified the text messages. Candy said this is how text messages look on iPhones. What does LaTOCHA do? No, this doesn't make any sense, is what she says. You're damn right it doesn't make any sense, girl. You have been caught red-handed. She says this doesn't make any sense. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of people are convinced that Rocky is the one behind, the mastermind behind all of this. I don't know why it's hard to believe for some of you, not all, but some of you, to understand that women like LaTOCHA can be treacherous, thieves, and wicked too. Women can be wicked too without the assistance of a man. 2 wicked people can come together and be wicked together and cause havoc all over the city. It's very well possible. So you see all that crying that Miss LaTOCHA was just recently doing? I thought in my head that she was crying because ish is about to hit the fan. I also think that she was probably crying because she did not think that the public and social media was going to come down on her head top the way that they have been. And this is messing up her promoting her gospel project. Candy did a speak on it last night with Tiny, whose real name is Tamika. And they're very long-winded. Candy confirmed that she did not ever have any relations with Rocky, who is LaTOCHA's husband. She said she never dated him. She said she never was interested in him. She never did anything physical with him whatsoever. She says she doesn't understand where that rumor came from. Okay. So this episode was very interesting. The ladies earlier in the episode, the SWV and Xscape, they were arguing about, still arguing about the set list, the costumes. And I see the ladies throwing shade on social media, specifically Twitter. Lily is just not having it. She is going off and they're talking about numbers. They're throwing out album sales. This show was a disaster. But I'm pretty sure for ratings wise, Bravo is very well pleased. And I think this show is going to further solidify Candy's relationship with Bravo. Because in my opinion, I think that Candy did this show because she says she didn't need it. That's what she says, but I think she did this show to kind of stay in Bravo's good graces. And only if she could be vindicated would she agree to participate. And things like this with Tamika, outing her sister and exposing certain things, this is Candy being slightly vindicated, in my opinion. So either way, LaTOCHA, I don't even know what to tell you. You just gonna have to pray to God and ask for forgiveness. I don't even know what to say. As far as your gospel album, I think you screwed yourself over. You wanted a solo deal so bad that you were willing to snake your group mates on the back end. And for what? And for what? How much money did it make you? How far did it take you? Good luck. That's all I have to say about her. Good luck. Now, as far as Candy's concerned, I wanted to ask a question. Candy, what's going on with this confessional look, sister? I mean, her facial expression kind of like mimicked mine at the end of this episode. I just threw my hands up at LaTOCHA because, girl, you don't want to be saved, girl. You just want to be able to get away with what you want to get away with, and you think that people are stupid, and you're going to constantly have to defend yourself as long as you keep lying. So all of this, feel sorry for her. Part of me does, because she's a fool and she's going to be a victim of her own stupidity. But then the other half of me is like, what about all the other people that we don't know about that you and your husband possibly snaked out of deals? What about those people? The floodgates have opened. So this episode of LaTOCHA Strikes Again comes to a close. I don't have anything to say, honestly. It is what it is. This is the consequences of your actions, you and your husband. All your skeletons are falling out of the closet, and you have no one to blame but yourself. You're an adult. You made a choice. Whether you were desperate, whatever the reason is, you made a choice. And until you are honest and you come clean, all of this is just going to keep on falling on top of your head. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I don't even know what to say without being nasty and mean, which is not my intention, because I think you're disgusting. Your behavior is disgusting. It really is. This behavior is wicked at its core. And I don't what do you expect people to think now? And then she sits there with the papers and says, so y'all believe some text messages? Yes, if it's your husband's number. The episode ended with her calling her husband. For what? I don't know, because all he's going to do is deny it and go off, I guess. We'll see. Next week is the last episode. And honestly, I'm glad this is over. It does give a lot of us something to talk about. And we get to see firsthand a little bit of what the ladies have been dealing with. I remember when they were doing their press run before the show started, Candy and Tamika and Tiny, they basically said that you will see who the real problem is. They said it. They said everything is going to be exposed. And this is just a little bit, but I'm rambling on. Good luck to you, LaTOCHA. That's all I have to say. Good luck. Best wishes to you. If you want to keep the lie alive, then by all means do it. It's not getting you anywhere, but good luck. And you know what's bad? She could have really turned this around. It may not be too late, but I don't think anybody's going to be willing to hear it. But she could have really turned this around. But she is very loyal to being a liar and a crook, her and her husband. All right, y'all, share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the episode if you saw this episode. I love you for watching, as always. Until next time.